Well, the French President Emmanuel Macron, Monday, of course, he was in Moscow with the Russian President Vladimir Putin. Does he leave with a success story? Not necessarily. Diplomacy is moving very, very slowly, but it does appear to be moving a little bit with baby steps. Here's what the French president got from his 2 days here in Ukraine and in Russia previously. He says a pledge from Vladimir Putin to not escalate the tensions any further, and a pledge to not have a permanent military presence or a permanent military base in Belarus. Now, the spokesperson for Vladimir Putin came out after that, though, saying that there was no deal between France and Russia. It doesn't necessarily have to be a deal. There does seem to be a little bit of an agreement there between Putin and Macron. And that is essentially all we can work with here right now. Things will move slowly over the next few weeks, but possibly in the right direction. It looks like Macron is turning into a bit of a mediator here between Russia and Ukraine. The Turkish President Erdogan wanted to have that same role. We'll have to wait and see who manages to get the two parties maybe together at the table at some point. That still feels like it's a long way off right now. So with the French president in Berlin right now, I think most eyes will stay on the German capital, because on Thursday there will be further talks in the so-called Normandy format to discuss the Minsk agreement. Now that is supposed to be the peace deal between Ukraine and Russia and Germany and France and other signatories that really hasn't worked out politically so far. The good thing is you can see that Russia and Ukraine are ready to sit down at the same table with France and Germany there as well, but there is so much still to be done, because remember that there have been 8 years of war already between Ukraine and Russian-backed separatists in the southeast of the country, in the Donbass region, and now, of course, add that next level, that next layer of complexity with that enormous amount of Russian troops on the borders with Ukraine right now, and more troops being added as we speak. Philip Crowther, CGTN in Kyiv.